Jacksonville Municipal Stadium, where a crowd of over 65,000 will be on hand to watch what should be a great game between Chicago and Jacksonville. Now we'll head over to Tom Hammond and Chris Collinsworth for the start of the game. Guys?
Well, the weather will be perfect for today's game. Tom Hammond here. Beside me, as always, Chris Collinsworth. Chris, this looks to be a good one.
Both of these teams really need to have a good mixture of run and pass to be successful. If either one of them gets too one-dimensional, it really plays into the hands of the opponent.
The offense will start at the 32-yard line. They line up in a one-back set. They hand it off. He'll be brought down behind the line of scrimmage. No one picked up the linebacker, and it cost them.
And when your defensive line can handle their guys up front and not allow the offensive linemen to get down on the linebackers, it really gives those linebackers a chance to look great.
Grossman back to throw. He throws left. Brings this one in. He's dropped around the 43-yard line. And it's the tailback with a big catch.
And tailbacks love that. Anytime they can get into the open field, think about that position. You're constantly pounding the ball inside and getting hit by those big linebackers. Now you get out in open space and you have a chance to make a play.
Drops back on first down with a pass. It's incomplete. The receiver was out of bounds when he made the catch.
Not a perfectly timed throw that time. Held on to it just a little too long and led the receiver out of bounds.
Chicago motions right. There's a play fake. On the run, he throws it. He gets knocked out of bounds at the 41-yard line. That's a first down right there. Might want to play them a little tighter, maybe even go to man coverage.
Yeah, it's pretty tough to play a zone coverage against this quarterback. He does a great job in recognition, and that time you could see him move the zone defense just a little with his eyes before he threw it in there.
He gets out to about the 38-yard line. Gain of 3, and that will bring up second down. 2nd and 7 coming up here. Ball on the 38-yard line. They're going to pitch it. He lost yardage on the play. The defense seemed to do everything right there.
And you love to see those linebackers playing downhill like that, not just flowing sideline to sideline, but attacking and trying to get in the backfield.
Back to pass. Goes through his read. Rifles it left. Dropped an easy one. The defender got there in time to break that play up.
He did. He was able to get his hands on the ball, but if he had missed that one might have turned into a really big play.
Gets the punt away. They down it at the 1. Not much the return man can do there.
Yeah, he really did the right thing there. That's just to let it go, get out of the way, and really just give the guy credit. It was a good kick, very fortunate bounce. The last thing in the world you want to do in that kind of a situation is to fumble the football, give it up, short field for the other team, and a quick score.
Rifles it across the middle. He's tackled at the 14. Excellent pass by the quarterback on that play.
I'm really enjoying watching the timing between this receiver and the quarterback. We're seeing a well-schooled offense now going to work.
Little handoff. Tackled around the 14-yard line. Maybe a yard on the run by the halfback. Second down now with 10 to go. Ball on their own 14. Garrard comes to the line under center. Offense lines up in an I. Back to pass. Fires it left. And he can't hang on to it. Lewis was unable to make the catch on that pass attempt. They line up at the 14. They line up with one running back in the backfield, 3 wide. Garrard sends a man in motion. Down the middle. This one falls incomplete. Porter was the intended receiver, but they can't complete the pass. So, it's 4th down. The Jaguars lining up to punt. Podlest will kick it away, and boy, did he get all of this. What a punt. Hester takes it at the 45. They were forced to punt on their last drive. They'll get the ball here at the 49-yard line. They line up in the jumbo set. Fakes to the back. He needs to make a decision. Brought down at the 42. 7 yards there.
Good play design there. Very solid protection. Gave the quarterback time to examine the whole field until he finally found the open man.
Kick 300. Right 20. Kick 300.
Grossman drops back with the hard throw out to his left. Hester was the intended receiver on the play, and it falls incomplete. The offense needs about 3 yards to get the first here on 3rd down. They'll go from the shotgun.
Here we go. Right 20.
He drops back to pass, looking for an open man. And it's caught. He's dropped around the 32-yard line. He gunned that one in there for the first down, didn't he?
He really did. And when you watch a guy throw a ball that hard, they don't move their arm any faster. You see him driving off that back leg. That was a pretty pass.
Looks to pass. Under heavy pressure. Grossman is going to be sacked for a loss. I have to say they're going to have to protect the quarterback a little better than this, or it's going to be a long game for him.
You got to be kidding me. You can't keep letting your big money quarterback get hit like that. He's going to be out of the game. That's one of those situations the quarterback gets back in the huddle and he starts looking around at the guys like, you want to earn your paycheck today?
Drops back. Throws a bullet. And he's decleated at the 32-yard line. A pickup of about 7.
Little 7-yard throws like that have really become the staple of the National Football League. So many defenses now not allowing the big throws down the field. You have to be willing to take throws just like that.
Looks to pass. He rolls right. And he catches another. He's brought down at the 16-yard line. That pass is good for a first down.
And he had some zip on that one, didn't he? He reared back and threw that one about as hard as he could.
Right 20. Right 20.
They'll give it off here. Dropped behind the line. And they were not able to get much there.
And so many times you hear offensive coordinators criticized because they don't try to run the football enough. Well, when you get stuffed in the backfield like that, you understand why they would rather call the pass play.
Grossman hands it off straight ahead. Makes a cut. And he will be hit and dropped. Benson gets 3 yards on the carry. That'll bring up 3rd down with 8 yards to go. This is the 9th play of this drive.
Here we go. Right 20. Right 20.
They'll give it off here. Tackled around the 14-yard line. That play was stuffed from the get-go.
And it's not very often that I get really excited about defensive line play, but that time the guys up front on defense were just overpowering.
He's got it. Nice work putting that one right through the uprights. And here's your drive summary for that last series. Here's the kick. Jones drew from the 3. Sheds one tackler. Drilled at the 31. Once again, we'll take this opportunity to remind you that this game is brought to you by the fine folks at EA Sports. Garrard is in the gun. 3 receivers wide this time. Garrard looking to throw. Looks for a man open. It's intercepted at the 30. And they get him around the 23-yard line. Great catch by the linebacker. Not a smart throw from the quarterback.
You know, it's hard to believe that you can lose a guy that big, but sometimes those linebackers dropping underneath in coverage, quarterbacks just don't see him, and he threw it right to him.
They line up at the 23. They're in the shotgun with 3 wide receivers.
Right 20. Right 20.
The halfback with the carry. Brought down at the 23. They got little there. That brings up second down. Chicago comes out in the shotgun.
Hey, back. Right 20. Right 20. Move up. Come on, let's go. Over.
Here's the give. He gets out to about the 22-yard line. Gain of less than a yard, and so it'll be third down. Here's 3rd and 9. Ball on the 22. Single back formation, 3 wide receivers.
Right 20. Right 20.
Back to throw. Makes the throw up the middle. He's brought down around the 11-yard line, and that pass was moving.
Yeah, and it's not that quarterbacks without strong arms can't make it in this league. But boy, it sure is an asset to have a guy with a cannon like that.
Kick 300. Kick 300.
Again with the run. Tackled at about the 7-yard line. Just about 3 yards there. That'll bring up second down. Grossman is under center. Only one in the backfield this time. Chicago sends a man in motion to the right. Back to pass. Passes to the end zone. He can't come down with the ball. It'll sail out of the back of the end zone.
You know, as a receiver, especially in the end zone, I love those high balls where you had a chance to go up and make a play, but that was a little too high.
Peterson on the delay. And he makes it out to about the 5-yard line. Got a couple, but will still be short of the marker.
Yeah, and for a minute it looked like he might slip out of there, but the defense got there, the pursuit was all over it, and they made a nice stop.
Kick is up. Right down the middle. Not much doubt as he puts that one right through the uprights. And now we'll take a quick look at the drive summary. The kick is away. From the 5-yard line. Drilled at the 32-yard line. So as the offense heads back onto the field, we'll take this time to remind you that our game is brought to you by EA Sports. If it's in the game, it's in the game. Gives it off. They tackle him for a loss. A great defensive effort there.
Did you see how fast that linebacker was on that one? Not only did he recognize it, but when he did recognize it, he had the explosiveness to get there.
Let's get off this field, man. Leo. Charlotte, close left. Go.
He drops back with the hard throw out to his right. He's tackled at about the 41. A nice completion to the tight end.
I always thought tight ends were sort of like pacifiers for babies, you know, just about the time that you need a little security blanket, you know where to go.
Drops back to pass. Scans the field. Catch is made. He gets knocked out of bounds at the 45. And this receiver just loves it when the defense is in man covering.
Yeah, there's no better feeling than when you're coming off the ball and you know it's just you and the guy across from you. That's just good old-fashioned football, but you also know typically when you get man coverage, your quarterback is under pressure.
Hit and dropped behind the line. Tried to find something, but there wasn't anything there for him.
Yeah, not anything at all. And as a running back, you're probably going back to the huddle going, guys, a little help, please?
Ready? Blue 45. Blue 45.
He needs to get rid of it. Throws into coverage, and it's intercepted. What a big-time play. I can't believe he hung on to it.
Well, we're going to have to quit using that old cliche about cornerbacks and defensive backs not being able to catch the football. That was some play that time.
This one appeared to be on the offense.
Full start, offense.
He needs to pay a little better attention to what he's doing out there.
I think those are just embarrassing. You go back to the huddle and you hang your head and you give it, sorry. Sometimes those linemen look like little kids when they come back after penalties.
Grossman looking to throw on first down. The pass is away. Oh, that's just sloppy. And the defender breaks up the play.
Just great position that time on the defensive side. The receiver really never had a chance on that one.
One man in the backfield.
Left call. Wait, 20. We stop 20 first.
Looked like someone might have jumped.
Full start, offense.
He moved a little early on that one.
I used to always think that offensive linemen should go to the line of scrimmage and hold up either one finger or two fingers and look down when they get confused.
Overwatch, red man. Hey, you get ready to play some deep, baby. Wait, 20. Wait, 20. Please, look. 3-7, full back there.
Looks to pass. Rolls right. There for the reception. Brought down at the 27-yard line. Short pattern results in a completion for the offense.
You know, that's not one of those plays that's a huge gain by any means, but that's really the essence of an offensive game plan. You have to start hitting some of those short intermediate routes, and that begins to open everything else up.
Drops back to pass. Throws the bullet to the left. And he's knocked out right around the 32-yard line. Well, the pass was completed. They'll still be short of the marker.
You know, I just don't like that stuff, Tom. I call that chicken offense. You know, you go out there and you act like you're afraid. You're afraid to throw an interception. You're afraid to go for it down the field. You just settle and you bring the punter out. I don't like that.
Here's the kick. He got some distance on it. Northcutt fields it at the 26. He's dropped at the 43-yard line. The quarterback leads his offense back onto the field after turning it over on their last drive. Single set backfield. Counter play. He's hammered in the backfield. Nice stop on that play.
Yeah, great defense at the point of attack, but also very impressive the pursuit to the ball. They were all coming there.
On play action, throws out left. Caught out of bounds, incomplete. They went with a sideline pass, but he couldn't stay in bounds.
And that would have been a spectacular catch if he'd been able to come up with that one, just thrown a little bit too far outside.
Short throw to the right. Hillman gets the interception. Inside the 30. To the 10. And they will finally get their hands on him after he makes the huge catch and run at the 1. Chicago is trying to make this a two-score game. Grossman lines up under center. Single backfield. Fakes the run. Out of bounds, incomplete. He couldn't get 2 feet in on that one.
Well, that's something receivers work on all the time, dragging that back toe, just unable to do it that time.
Here's a pitch left side. He gets in for 6. Touchdown, Chicago. They come on the field to attempt the extra point. Point after is good. Here's a quick look at the drive summary. The kick. Williamson fields it at the 3. At the 30. He's hammered at the 34. On his last drive, the quarterback completed a pass, but to the other team. Throwing another one could be disastrous to this offense. 2 tight end set. Gives it left side. Brought down at the 43-yard line. The offensive line really got a good push there, allowing the back to pick up 9 on the play. Taylor, the lone back. Garrard looking to pass. He throws right with the catch. Great open field tackle. That one worked pretty well.
It sure did, and I wish all our fans could see what's happening down the field on all our television broadcasts, because so much of the game now is won and lost in the secondary.
Drops back on first down. He throws it. Basher bats it away. Northcutt was his intended target on that one, but they can't complete the pass. Single set backfield. They go with the toss. He's dropped for a loss. The defense got the job done on that play.
Yeah, you could really see the defensive end on that one, controlling his blocker, biding his time, and simply waiting there to make the play.
Looks to pass. Passes. Makes the reception. Tackled around the 34-yard line. So on third down, he finds his receiver and gets a big gain.
Receivers who can make plays like that on third down tend to have nice, long careers.
Garrard on first down. Throws it short. Threw it right to him, but he can't hang on. Porter wasn't able to bring it in. Incomplete pass on the play. They'll face second down and 10. Ball on the 34-yard line. 3 wideouts here. Jacksonville sends a man in motion. He drops back to pass. Runs over tacklers. Garrard picks up about 7 yards on the scramble. So another third down upcoming for the offense. 2 tight end set. Gives to the back. He's dropped at the 22-yard line. Another third down conversion.
This time they go to the ground to convert their second third down on this drive. And right now you can just begin to feel this offense's confidence grow.
It's the tailback. He gets out to about the 18-yard line. So a pickup of maybe 3, and that will bring up second down. This offense has a great scoring opportunity right now. Let's see if they can make the most of it. Straight ahead with a fullback. He's brought down at the 15. A pickup of about 3, and that makes it third down. Still a lot of time left, but at the end of one, the score is 13-0. They're 2 for 2 on third down so far on this drive. They'll try to convert once again here.
Roll it low. Ready. Downside. Alert run. ADO here, ADO.
The halfback with the carry. And they get him right around the 10-yard line. I have to say, that was an impressive run on the play.
Those are the kind of runs that really wear a defense down. You just keep pounding it in there, 3 yards, 4 yards, pick up 4 there, and a first down.
Tennessee.
Looking for a receiver. And he's out of bounds, incomplete. He caught that one out of bounds.
Well, you could see the receiver doing all he could to keep his feet in bounds, but that pass just let him out of bounds.
They're packed in tight on the line. Goes through his read. And it's picked. And that is not what you want to happen when you throw it into the end zone.
And you just have to be smarter than that. You're in a good position on the field. You have an opportunity to come away with points, and you just can't simply give it back to the other team.
Grossman gives it up the middle. Brought down behind the line. The defense just ate up that play.
Well, those defenders get paid too, and every once in a while they win the battle. Clearly that time they were all over this offensive line.
They'll keep it on the ground again. Benson fumbles it. Smith picks it up off the ground. And the defense comes up with a big play there.
Well, the number one rule for a halfback is you have to be able to hold on to the football. All the statistics show you turn it over and you're going to lose.
They motion to the right.
Turbo, Simba, Peel and Finger.
They give it to the tailback. The defender gets him to the ground. Out maybe a couple of feet.
Well, that was the perfect time for them to call a blitz. They got in there, filled up all the gaps, brought down the running back for a short gain.
Hey, let's go, baby.
The Jaguars go with the I formation.
Come on.
Fakes the run. He throws on the run. Brought down about the 15-yard line. Good read of the defense on that pass play.
Yeah, and throws like that really settle a quarterback down. It's all about getting into the flow of a game, and you can see he's getting comfortable now.
They'll go with the run once again. He's brought down at the 14. So they tried to push it ahead, but the defense stopped them short of the first down.
Looked like one of those old-fashioned rugby scrums there. A lot of big bodies piled together and nowhere for the running back to go.
And right down the middle. And we'll take a quick look at the drive summary. Nice kick, plenty of distance. From his own goal line. Dropped at the 25. So before the offense hits the field, let's take the time to let you know that our game is brought to you by EA Sports. Chicago comes out with an I formation.
Wait 20. Let's go. Jam free.
Benson on the give. He's tackled at the 25. Less than a yard. That brings up second down. We've got 2nd and 9 here. Ball on the 25. Chicago sets up in the I.
Come on, D. Wait 20. Kings left. All right.
Benson takes the delayed handoff. Stiff arms, and the defender still makes the tackle. A delay gets maybe 2 yards. They'll come out with 3 wide receivers.
56. Wait 20.
Peterson on the run. And he dropped him in the open field. And they get no push to the offensive line.
Oh, yeah, they did. They were all moonwalking on that play. They were pushing. They were just pushing and going backwards.
Maynard awaits the snap. Gets the punt away. Northcutt fields it at the 31. Cuts back, and he's dropped. And that return should set this offense up nicely.
He did a good job there finding a seam and getting up the field. You know, a lot of people don't realize that being a punt returner or a kick returner is one of the toughest jobs in the NFL. There's a whole lot of things that could go wrong and only a few that can really go right.
Hands it off. And they get him at the 43-yard line. They get a good 7 yards on that play. That'll bring up second down. The Jaguars line up in an I formation. Tackled around the 48-yard line. Gain of 5 on the play. 1st and 10. Ball on the 48. The Jaguars go with the I formation.
Base. Come on now.
Gives it off. He's tackled at the 48-yard line. Maybe a yard on the run by the halfback. We've got 2nd and 9 here. Ball on the 48-yard line. They line up in a one-back set.
Let's go. Don't lose your ball. Let's get off.
He's running out of time. And they get him at the 47-yard line. Good pocket presence shown as the quarterback was able to get rid of it just before the pressure got to him.
He'll take plays like that all day long.
The defense sets up in the nickel. Gerard drops back to pass. Scans the field. Gerard can't escape the pressure. And that was a huge rush he was facing.
I'm not sure there was much he could do there. I'm not even sure he saw those guys coming. I tell you what, though, if they don't start doing a better job protecting up front, it's going to be a long day for this quarterback.
Podlesh punts it, and he really got a leg into this one. The ball will go into the end zone for a touchback. Let's see if the offense can put something together on this drive. They line up in a one-back set.
Come on, G. Kick 300. Kick 300.
He looks to throw on 1st down, and the defense has a heavy rush. Tackled at the 35. That's the arm strength we've been talking about all week.
And you know the amazing thing about this guy, we all talk about his arm strength, but did you see how fluid that delivery was? He didn't even look like he was trying to throw it hard.
Give to the tailback. He's tackled at the 40. 4, maybe 5 yards on the run. They line up at the 40. They come out with 3 wide receivers.
Here we go.
The Bears use motion.
Let's go, G. Kick 300. Kick 300.
Drops back. Looks for a man open. He's brought down at the 49-yard line. Great time for that type of pass. It worked to perfection.
And that was a nice job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback enough time to survey the field and find the open guy.
Let's go. Run. Let's hit him in the mouth.
He's looking to throw. Gets the pass out. Makes the catch. The defense just didn't match up well on that play.
Yeah, tough to match up one-on-one in man coverage against that wide receiver. He's pretty good.
Green, 2 man. Wait, 20. Keep going. Wait, 20. We up. Hey, inside.
They hand it off. He'll be brought down behind the line of scrimmage. He was caught with nowhere to go.
This is a pretty good running back, and if you can hem him up like that, pretty impressive.
Watch the hard count. It's on 3. Let's get some energy. Let's go.
Grossman is looking to stay perfect on this drive. Mathis catches it. Interception. To the 10. They'll get in for the touchdown. That was just a great play by the defense, and now they have the momentum.
And that really changes the complexion of this game. First, you're down 2 scores. Now you're down 1 score, and you could just feel the excitement level on that sideline after that play.
And this will make it a 3-point game. It's good. The kick. From his own goal line. Hit and dropped at the 32-yard line. The quarterback and his receiver were clearly not on the same page last time, and it led to an interception. Grossman is under center. Single set backfield this time. There's a play fake. Gets the pass off. And he's knocked out at the 42. They hook up for a pretty good gain on that one. Nice pass.
Yeah, good pass and good confidence by the quarterback there. He saw the opening. He knew there was a spot that he could get that in there, but you could see he had the confidence to let this receiver make a play, and that's really what pro football is all about.
Out of bounds at the 45. Clark gets them about 3 yards and a first with the reception.
Clever little play call there to pick up the first down just past the first down marker.
Little handoff. He gets out to about the 48-yard line. Gain of 3, and that will bring up second down. Grossman steps to the line of scrimmage. Offense lines up in an I. Fumble. Meyer recovered it. And that was not a good time for a fumble.
Well, there's really never a good time for a fumble, but you can tell that he just got sloppy with that football. He broke down on his fundamentals, and he gave it up.
Looking to throw. Fires it out. Basher intercepts it. And just a great interception by the cornerback.
Might want to start thinking about trying to pick on that guy. We've seen all day he has simply been quicker to the spot than the wide receivers coming into his area.
They give it to the tailback. He's tackled at about the 35-yard line. Benson gains around 3 yards on the run. They line up in an I.
Tango off the top. Tango off the top. Omaha.
Makes the throw out to his right. And he made a great open field tackle. And a big catch by the tight end.
And I can tell you this, there's nothing that defensive backs hate more than to have one of those big tight ends in the open field running right towards them.
Don't let your man make the play. 20. Play 20.
Sets up the play action, and he catches it. Knocked out of bounds at the 13. A good play to the tight end that time.
And tight ends are so big that as coverage people, it's tough to figure out how to defend them. If you're on their left side, they throw it to their right side. If you're behind them, they throw it in front. Tight ends are tough to cover.
Passes to his left. And he's knocked out around the 11-yard line. Nice job of shutting down the first down pass.
Yeah, it looked like that time the defense knew exactly what was coming. They were right there from the outset to make that play.
Play action. Looking for an open man. He's sacked. Everything seemed to work exactly how they drew it up on that.
I don't think there's any play in football that's prettier than a perfectly executed blitz. If you time out the snap count, if you disguise it, if you don't tip it to the quarterback, you end up with results like that. Big sacks, big plays.
He drops back. Here's the throw. Interception. What a brutal hit. And that was the second time he's been picked off this half.
But we're going to find out how mentally tough this quarterback is, because when you get off to a shaky start like that, sometimes it's tough to piece everything back together again.
1st and 10. Ball on the 16. The backfield is in the offset I formation. Gerard hands it off straight ahead. He fights forward to about the 19. They get 3 yards on the play. That brings up 2nd down. The Jaguars line up with 2 tight ends. He drops back. Throws on the run. Is there for the catch. And he's drilled at the 36-yard line. Not too bad a pass there.
Not too bad at all. And sometimes those little touch throws are actually more difficult than the bullet passes. Kind of hard to come up with the timing to hit the receiver right in stride, but that was well thrown.
He's brought down around the 43-yard line. Takes the handoff and responds with a 7-yard gain. Offset I formation in the backfield. Another run. Tackled at the 48-yard line. And that run gets them the first down. Nice job.
That's the reason you have to just keep giving a guy like this the football. He's able to convert those first downs and wear down a defense.
Back to throw. He's under pressure. He finds the tight end in open space. Brought down at the 34. And a nice pass to the tight end.
So much of the game today revolves around those substitution packages, trying to bring extra defensive backs on the field to try and help against the pass. But when you have a big receiving tight end, that really makes that plan awfully tough to execute.
Nice little pitch and catch with the wideout.
Patience for a wide receiver is just so key. He's able to manipulate that defense, set them up one play, come back with the exact same look, and break off of it the next. Beautifully run.
Taylor takes the handoff. And there's 2 minutes remaining in the half. Tried the run, but there was nothing available.
And if you can make a running back hesitate just a little, that time you could see there really was no hole, and the running back was just fishing for a place to go.
Gerard back to pass. He's been perfect on this drive. It's tipped away. Porter wasn't able to bring it in. Incomplete pass on the play. 3rd down now, 10 yards to go. And this is the 10th play of the drive.
Come on, D, let's get off the field now. No, you're good, you're good. Bang right.
Back to throw. Looks down the field. Brings it in. They finally get him, and it looked like he would score, but instead they'll set it up with 1st and goal. Jacksonville comes out in the shotgun. Changes the play at the line. Drops back to pass. Had his hands on it and dropped it. Jones-Drew was unable to make the catch on that pass attempt. 2nd and goal coming up. And this is the 12th play of the drive. They'll keep it on the ground again. And they get him at the 3. Gain of 2.
And they really ran right into the blitz. That's a time that a veteran quarterback should have changed the play at the line of scrimmage. You could see the blitz coming. He didn't audible and only came away with a short gain.
Drops back. He needs to get the pass off. Gets in for the touchdown. So they threw it to their back instead of handing off, and he got 6.
Yeah, sometimes those little swing plays are just an extended running play. You go back to the days of the great 49ers offense. They just get it to those good athletes in space.
So they're ready for the extra point. Kick is up, and the point after is good. And here's your drive summary for that last series. He kicks it off. Taken at the 5. Drilled at the 30. The quarterback threw a pick on their last drive. Let's see if he's able to shake it off. Grossman comes up to the line. 3 wide receivers split out wide. Looking to throw. Passes the ball. He's brought down at the 48-yard line. Great pickup for the first on that one.
And really what makes NFL football so special is the ability of these quarterbacks to throw it and these great receivers to catch it. That's just fun to watch.
Second down now following the incomplete pass. Second down now with 10 to go. Grossman is in the shotgun. 3 receivers split out. Drops back to pass. Gets the ball away. He's tackled around the 42-yard line. What happened there, Chris?
Well, they got caught in man-to-man coverage on that play, and I couldn't tell if the defender slipped a little bit or not. Maybe he just got beat on the play.
Nearly picked off. He should have had that one, and he just managed to get a piece of it. Nice play by the defender.
And as a receiver, you really have to do a better job of coming back to the football at that point. You have to help the quarterback.
He drops back to pass. With the pass, it's picked off. That's 3 interceptions now for this quarterback already today.
You know, we always talk about this quarterback being a gunslinger, but he needs to check the scope on that gun out there. Right now, he's a little off target.
Garrard looking to throw. And he caught it. Tackled at the 34. He shows no hesitation and gets it in there to get the first down.
Yeah, you wouldn't hesitate either if you were standing back there in the pocket. I say the heck with it. Get it out of there fast. Let somebody else handle it for a little while.
He looks to throw on first down. It's completed. And they get him around the 40-yard line. The pass play gives them a gain of 6. So second down now. The offense needs about 4 for the first. He drops back to pass. Strong throw. He's tackled right around the 50-yard line. The quarterback just rifled that one in there for a good gain.
Everybody knows about this guy's arm strength, and if you wanted to see an example of it, right there it was.
Drops back on first down. Throws while on the run. And he's hammered at the 38. He put something extra on that throw, and it'll keep the chains moving.
And that's really what it takes sometimes, because defenders are so quick out there. If you don't put a little extra pop on it, they can get there.
On the run, he throws it. In and out of his hands. Northcutt was the intended receiver, but they can't complete the pass. Very strange situation here, as they appear to be sending the punt unit onto the field. Gets the punt away. It'll go out at the 17-yard line. And we've come to halftime here. The score is 17-13. Kicks it off. Hit and dropped at the 28-yard line. Once again, we'll take this opportunity to remind you that this game is brought to you by the fine folks at EA Sports. Jacksonville sets up in the I. Gives to the back. Brought down at the 32-yard line. 4-yard gain by the back.
Gain of 4.
From their own 32-yard line. Jacksonville comes out with an I formation. Again, he'll get the call. He got decleated. A gain of a yard, if anything, on the run. They line up at the 32. The defense lines up in the nickel. Looks to pass. There for the catch. He's brought down at the 42. Nice job by the quarterback to hit the tight end for a decent gain.
You know, tight ends may not come up with those real explosive plays down the field all the time, but they sure are a nice target for the quarterback.
And they'll run him again. He's tackled at the 46-yard line. 4 yards on that play. That'll bring up second down. The backfield is in the offset I formation. Taylor on the handoff. And they get him at the 46-yard line. Almost got a yard, and that makes it third down. Third down once again. Let's see if they can convert this one. Jacksonville comes out with an I formation. The Jaguars use motion. There's a play fake. All kinds of pressure. Comes down with it. Brought down at the 35. That was a good-looking throw.
Yeah, great throw, but maybe even a better read. He understood by watching what the defense did after the snap of the football exactly where to go with that ball.
Little handoff. He's dropped at about the 33-yard line. The halfback picks up a yard. Second down and 9 to go. This is the 8th play of this drive.
Let's get off the field now. Let's go. Come on, guys. Screen, dog. Screen. Let's go. Blue 45.
On play action, short throw to the left. And he's out at the 32-yard line. And a long third down try coming up for them now after that stop by the defense.
And now we're down to the part of the game that I think decides most games. You make a good play on second down, now you're bringing up a third down situation. Either you keep the drive alive here or the defense turns it over to the offense.
Brought down around the 30-yard line. Got a couple, but will still be short of the marker.
Great play by the defense. You always hear coaches talking about whoever gets lower. Get your pad level lower than the offensive lineman. That time this defensive line did exactly that.
And he got plenty of distance on this one. It's good. And now we'll take a quick look at the drive summary. And here's the kick. From his own goal line. They get him at the 31. So as the offense heads back onto the field, we'll take this time to remind you that our game is brought to you by EA Sports. If it's in the game, it's in the game.
Here we go. Wait 20. Wait 20. Where you go?
They'll throw on first down. Throws it. Right through his hands. He almost had the pick. Booker was the intended receiver, but they can't complete the pass. Grossman comes to the line under center. Offense lines up in an I. Looks to pass. Throws the bullet to the right. He's brought down at the 49-yard line. He made the right read on that pass.
Nice play that time by the quarterback. You know, we talk about progressions and going from one receiver to the next, but this quarterback is doing a great job in the pre-snap read, knowing who the first guy will be and getting him the football.
Pass completed. Tackled at the 46-yard line. Pretty nice read on that play to find the open man.
Yeah, the two of them really have been working hard, building a rapport in practice, and now you're starting to see some of those results out here on the field.
Benson gets it on the inside. Brought down at the 45. A pickup of a yard for the halfback. 4 yards for a first here on third down. Ball on the 45. Sets up the play action. Grossman will be dropped in the backfield. They might need to have the doctor take a look at him after that one.
Well, it looks like he's okay, but I don't know how. He cannot keep taking shots like that. And I'll tell you another thing. This guy's a tough guy, but I don't care who you are. As a quarterback, you take hits like that, you start looking at the pass rush.
Punts it. This one's going to go out of bounds at the 24. The last time they took the field, they were able to come away with 3 points. First down, looking to throw. Makes the grab. Excellent open field tackle. These days, you need a back who has good hands.
Yeah, running backs today have to be really complete players. You mentioned the fact they have to be able to catch the football and make plays on the outside, but blocking is so key as well. You have to be able to do it all if you're going to be playing halfback in the NFL.
Garrard takes it back, scans the field, intercepted. Stiff arms, and he's brought down. What an interception by the cornerback.
You know, some of these corners are just freakish athletes right now. Oftentimes, they're the best athletes on the field. Maybe they don't have the skill set, great hands, great moves, whatever, but they are definitely among the fastest in the NFL.
Drops back on first down. This one won't find a target. The quarterback put a little too much on that last pass.
We all know what a great arm this guy has. That time he showed it off a little too much.
For a picture and autograph signing session.
They hand it off. And he will lose yardage on the play. He couldn't get anywhere on that one.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to admit defeat on a play as a running back and just try and get that thing back to the line of scrimmage.
Back to pass. Throws right. And they get him at the 36-yard line. The third down pass got them good yardage, but not quite enough to convert.
Yeah, that was a tough third down situation. They got the good completion, a good gain on the play, but probably asking too much out of the receiver to try and break that many tackles to pick up that first down.
The kick is up. It's got the distance. No good. I think that guy needs to go back to the sideline and practice a few more kicks. As a kicker, you have to be ready at a second's notice to be able to step out on the field and make those kind of field goals, and it didn't appear he was completely ready for that one, and the result was a miss. And the score remains the Bears 13, the Jaguars 20. Gets it off. He lost yardage on the play. Well, they wind up in reverse that time. Good push by the defense.
And when the defense gets that kind of penetration, it just disrupts everything for an offense. They have to get that guy blocked.
Come on, G. Come on.
Looking to throw. He throws it. He's there for the catch. He's brought down at the 47-yard line. About 4 yards on that play.
Good patience that time by the quarterback, just checking down to the underneath route, giving his guy a chance to make a play.
Drops back. Gets the throw away. Brought down about the 43-yard line. Talk about a throw.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about one like that being intercepted. Nobody on the defensive side could have caught that bullet.
Jacksonville comes out with 3 receivers in a single back formation. Garrard gives it up the middle. Gains his way to the 36-yard line. They show pass, then hand it to the back for a pickup of 8 yards. The Jaguars go with the I formation.
Tennessee. Here we go.
Inside handoff. He's dropped right around the 34-yard line. Maybe a yard on the run by the halfback. The backfield is in the offset I formation. On the ground with a tailback. Loose ball. Defense has it. It's the linebacker. Good job on defense to be right there for the recovery.
Well, you get yourself in the right place for a recovery by hustling, and that time this defense was really flying to the ball.
On the delay. He fights forward to about the 39. The running back gets about a yard, maybe less.
Boy, he just took a shot on that one. As a running back, the last thing in the world you want is a short gain and a big hit.
Grossman drops back. Dumps it out right. They tackle him for a loss. They back up 8 yards on the play.
As a quarterback, sometimes you just have to see a play breaking down and get rid of the football and try it again on the next down.
He drops back. Rifles it out there. And they get him at the 42. They complete the pass on 3rd and long, but they'll end up short of the marker.
You can see the confidence level of this defense. They know they can make open field tackles, and that's probably one of the great lost arts in the game. The ability to make the tackle in the open field and stop them short of the first down. Good play defensively there.
He gets it away. Fielded at the 19. Brought down at the 22-yard line. He's only able to muster a few yards out of the return.
Yeah, that's not the most impressive return I've ever seen, but at least he didn't lose any yardage. He didn't fumble the football. At least your punt return man's not getting you beat in this game.
Handoff up the middle. Tackled around the 27-yard line. Taylor comes away with 5 yards on the carry. They line up at the 27. Garrard is under center. He has 2 backs behind him. Play fake. He passes short. And they get him around the 31-yard line. 4-yard gain on that play fake. Short yardage situation here. They'll need a little less than a yard to convert. There's a play fake. He throws left. Makes the catch. He's tackled at the 41-yard line. They pick up several yards there on the pass.
And that fake really was the difference. Not only did the quarterback sell it, the running back sold it, the offensive line did, and the receiver was open for a nice play.
44 press.
Garrard with the give. Hit hard at the 48-yard line. Taylor gets 7 yards on the play. Second down now, 3 yards to go. Ball on the 48. Taylor is the single setback. Another run. He didn't get back to the line. 2-yard loss. That'll bring up 3rd down. Gerard lines up in the shotgun. He's looking to throw. Throws it. And it's completed. Tackled at the 44-yard line. They get a nice pickup there.
Yeah, but he better be careful with those throws. That was pretty tight coverage. They got away with it that time, but I don't know in the future.
He fights forward to about the 43. It looks like they picked up a yard or maybe a little less.
Nice call there by the defensive coordinator, coming with the outside linebacker blitz, which really put some pressure on this group up front.
Setting up play action. Guns it right. He catches another. Pretty risky throw that time, but it worked, so you won't see many complaints.
Probably the most dangerous throw in football right there. Anytime you see the quarterback throwing across his body like that, back into coverage, when it works, you go, boy, that looks pretty and that's easy to do, and you're always tempted to do it. But how many times have we seen a ball like that picked off?
Completed. What an open field tackle. Taylor picks up a 1st down with that 4-yard catch.
Very nice start to the drive, 3 first downs, and a pretty ball thrown that time by the quarterback.
Taylor gets the ball. And they get him at the 30. Maybe a yard on the run by the halfback. Jacksonville goes with the ace set here. They hand it off again. He's going to be tackled for a loss. The offense had a tough time picking up all their blocks on that play.
You know, you can draw up any sort of protection scheme and blocking scheme that you want, but ultimately this game comes down to one big man against another big man, and that time the defense's big men, they won the battle.
Still perfect on the drive. He makes a great open field tackle. Good gain on the pass to the running back.
It's tough to pay too much attention to a running back in the passing game because at least half the time they're staying in the block. So when they do slip out, occasionally they can hit you for a big play.
They'll go with the run once again. Knocked out at the 15. They get 5 yards on the play. That brings up 2nd down. Offset I formation in the backfield. Gerard gives it up the middle. He's hammered in the backfield. Looked for a seam, but he wasn't able to find anything.
And let's give credit to the defense. They had a great push there. They got in the backfield, took control of their own gaps.
The defense lines up with 5 defensive backs. And they're coming after him. Throws it out. Hasn't missed yet on this drive. A good play fake that time.
It really was. I didn't see it. I thought it was a run play. He pulled it out of there and came up with a nice gain.
And that's the end of the 3rd quarter. Score is 20-13. Dropped behind the line. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And that will bring up 2nd down. They line it up at the 4-yard line. They line up in an I. Jacksonville sends a man in motion to the left. Back to pass. And he's dragged down for the sack. It looked like the defensive coordinator called for the blitz at just the right time.
It's one of the toughest things about getting blitzed is that everyone has to execute their block perfectly. It's one-on-one blocking. One guy misses a block, and your quarterback's sacked.
Garrard is looking to stay perfect on this drive. Pass is complete. That completion won't amount to much, and they wind up short of the first on the play.
Very disappointing for an offense to get a completion and not get the first down. The receiver's job there is to make somebody miss. Clearly have to give the defense credit there. They won.
And it splits the uprights. Here's a quick look at the drive summary. He gets his leg into this one from his own goal line. He's hammered at the 24-yard line. They couldn't do anything against this defense on their last drive, and they were forced to punt.
Let's go, fellas, let's go.
Grossman steps to the line of scrimmage. I formation behind him. Hands it to the back. He fights forward to about the 26. Benson picks up 2 yards with the carry. Chicago comes out with 3 receivers in the shotgun.
Wait, 20. Wait, kick 300. Kick 300.
He drops back. He's running out of time. He's brought down at the 44-yard line. That one worked just as they drew it up.
Good pass, good catch, I agree. Sometimes there's really nothing you can do as a defense to stop a well-executed pass play.
Wait, Tango off the top. Tango off the top. Right.
Fakes to the back. Brings this one in. Tackled at midfield. Pretty nice pickup on the pass that time.
And that's simply good design and execution on the pattern. They work hard all week in practice to make sure that on game day they have that timing down perfectly.
Wait, 20.
Looking to throw. He throws on the run. To the 20, to the 10. And he scores. What a play! And that's about as well executed a play as you can ask for.
And that's no fluke right there. We saw him hit that play a couple of times in practice the other day. That's something they're going to come back to until you find a way to stop it.
Lining up for the point after. Here's the kick. Extra point is good. And we'll take a quick look at the drive summary. Here's the kick. He'll take it from the 2. They get him at the 21. The offense takes the field, hoping to come away with more than just a field goal on this drive. Only one man back. He doesn't get back to the line. He starts out the wrong way and winds up losing yardage.
Well, that's no fun for the running back. It's one thing to get stuffed at the line of scrimmage, but when you start losing yards running the football, that's a disaster.
Again with the run. He's tackled around the 19-yard line. He gains a couple of yards on the carry. 3rd and 12 coming up on this one. Ball on their own 19. They keep it on the ground with the tailback. And they get him at the 21-yard line. What about that play?
Well, I always like to see an offense stay aggressive, I guess. But at least in this situation, it's a 4th quarter. You have the lead. I can understand the call.
Podlesh punts it, and he really got a leg into this one. Hester fields it at the 38. Defense pushes him out of bounds at the 29-yard line. What happened to the coverage on that one, Chris?
You know, they just completely misjudged his speed on that one. It looked like they had him contained, but he made a nice move, broke free of the coverage, just a couple more steps, and he was gone.
He's dropped around the 23-yard line. They call his number, and he carries for 6 yards. It's 2nd and 4. Ball on the 23-yard line. The backfield is in the offset I formation. Clark moves in motion. On play action. And the fullback is wide open out there. That's now 300 yards passing for the quarterback.
Yeah, and this guy really knows how to lead this football team. You can just see it in the huddle. He's in control of all situations, not only in the huddle, but at the line of scrimmage. Good checks there. There's no question who's in charge on this football team.
He lost yardage on the play. It looked as if the offensive line just collapsed on that play.
And it looked like this defensive line just beat him off the snap. Sometimes those guys can time out the quarterback's cadence, and if the quarterback doesn't start changing that snap count, his offensive line is going to really struggle.
Gives to the back. He fights forward to around the 16. Gain of about a yard, and so it'll be 3rd down. Grossman is under center. Single set backfield this time. Grossman drops back. End zone. They take the lead. The pass was on target, and it goes for 6.
That's one of those great throws where the receiver was covered when he actually made the throw, but he threw it to a spot, and the timing was perfect for the touchdown.
They're lining it up for the point after. It's good. Chicago holds a 4-point lead. And here's your drive summary for that last series. The kick is away from his own goal line. Drilled at the 24-yard line. So before the offense hits the field, let's take the time to let you know that our game is brought to you by EA Sports. Garrard steps to the line of scrimmage. Offense lines up in an I. Feeds it to the back. He's tackled at the 25. Gain of about a yard. That'll bring up 2nd down. The Jaguars line up with 3 receivers, the quarterback in the shotgun. They'll give it off here. Brought down around the 28-yard line. A couple of yards there.
And that's why you send all those guys to plug up the holes, and that time there were no holes, really, and he was lucky to get anything on the play.
Looks to pass. Throws on the run. Williamson can't make the catch. 4th down coming up, and they've got a big decision to make here.
Well, it's 4th down. You're losing. It's in the 4th quarter. I really think you have to think about going for it here.
He gets it away. Hester takes it at the 33. This offense seems to have found its stride as they take the field again after their last 2 successful drives. Chicago lines up in a double tight set. Grossman sends a man in motion. Fakes to the back. Passes to his left. Knocked out of bounds at the 43-yard line. Just a short, efficient throw that time.
Yeah, a true sign of patience on the offensive side. You let the play develop. You find the open receiver. Maybe he takes a look down the field. It's not there. Just go ahead and take that safe throw.
Grossman calls for motion left. Looks to pass. Looking for a receiver. And it's caught. You just can't let him get the ball, can you? That reception put him over 100 yards.
And this receiver just looks so confident catching the football. You know, if you really believe in your hands, it gives your eyes a chance to look away and try to make some runs after the catch. This guy knows he's going to make every catch and do it solidly.
And he has been his go-to guy on the drive. And a pretty smart play call right there.
It really is so much the key to the football. You talk all the time about you have to establish the run. Well, there you see why. You establish the run, and then you come with the play-action pass. Just so hard to defend.
Grossman hands off. He's tackled right around the 22-yard line. Benson picks up a yard on the play. 2nd and 9. Grossman lines up under center. They'll come out in an I. They motion to the left. Grossman back to pass. He's been perfect on this drive. He's dropped in the open field. And quite a catch that time. He just went up there and grabbed it.
Typically, receivers are a little taller than defensive backs, so it's not a bad play on occasion to throw one up and let your guy try and go and out-jump the defender.
Benson gets the carry. And it looks short from up here. And that will bring up a 4th down.
Well, that's just a big run stop right there. You have a very proud defensive line that was just going to take control of that situation.
The kick is up. And it's good. And now we'll take a quick look at the drive summary. The kick. Jones-Drew takes it from the 6. Drilled at the 33-yard line. The defense could do no wrong the last time this team had the ball. Jacksonville goes with the ace set here. This one might have been a false start on the offense. Let's get the call.
False start, offense.
And he definitely moved on that one.
And it's so embarrassing to jump off sides for an offensive player because you know the snap count. But I swear there's so many things going through your mind, especially if the guy across from you is beating you in the head all day. Sometimes you just forget.
He drops back. Short throw. He's dropped at the 35. Lewis picks up 7 yards with that catch. 2nd and 8 coming up here. Single back formation. It's the tailback. And he will lose yardage on the play. He tries to wriggle away, but he's stopped for a loss.
But Tom, the offensive line just didn't get any push there. They've got to do a better job knocking those guys off the line of scrimmage.
He drops back to pass. Flips it out short. Lewis lost the ball. Northcutt recovers the loose ball. Well, that was a lucky bounce for the offense, Chris. They were right there to pick it up after he put it on the ground.
And you really said it right, because after all the game planning, after all the work that goes into a week, how many games are decided by a lucky bounce one way or another? That was good fortune for this offense.
Urlacher knocks it away. Lewis was the intended receiver, and he can't bring it in.
2nd down.
From their own 49-yard line. The Bears line up with a nickelback.
Ready? Round 50! Round 50! Stay in your lane. I can
Feeds it to the back. Gains his way to the 43-yard line. Taylor gains around 8 yards on the run. Let's see if they can keep the drive going here. It's the tailback. Tackled at about the 35-yard line. They've got it working on third down.
But third down runs are really a statement about an offensive team. They're just saying that I don't think we have to go to any trick plays. I don't think we have to do anything fancy. We're going to line up and let our guys beat your guys.
And they get him around the 36-yard line. And the halfback goes nowhere on the counter. They line up at the 36. The backfield is in the offset I formation. He's dropped at the 34. The back gets 3 on the carry. The offense has looked very good on third down so far on this drive. Let's see what happens here. Jacksonville motions right. Drops back to pass. Short throw to the right. He took a shot at the 28-yard line. Completed pass gives them a solid gain through the air, but they'll wind up just a little short of the marker.
I just don't like the play call there. You have to take a chance to throw the ball beyond the first down marker to give your offense a chance to keep this drive alive. Now you have a really tough decision to make.
Gerard gives it up the middle. Tackled at about the 23-yard line. What do you think of that one, Chris?
I love gutsy calls, and that's a gutsy call. When you're going for it on fourth down, that means you believe in your offense, and when they convert it, you can just see that confidence level rise.
They give it to the tailback. Brought down at the 19. Taylor picks up about 4 yards on the play. It's 2nd and 6 coming up. This is the 12th play of this drive. And they'll run him again. They tackle him for a loss. That safety just came flying in there to make the tackle.
It is just so difficult for offensive lines to account for the safety. Typically, that's the one free runner that you have. And if you have a top-flight safety back there that can come in and make those kinds of plays, it really helps your run defense.
Catch is made. They finally bring him down, and it's 1st and goal. Oh, boy, that's a nice play on third down.
Clutch play by the receiver that time on third down. As a receiver, you really have to just flat out want the ball in that situation. You can tell that this guy really does.
He'll get the call again. He's brought down at about the 3-yard line. Taylor gains about 5 yards on the run. 2 minutes left in the ball game. Only one man back. Gerard hands it off. They'll score. Touchdown. It's a whole new game now, Chris.
Yeah, and if we can assume the extra point, which is probably not a good idea, but if this thing is tied, we're a long way from overtime. Plenty of time for the other team to go back down the other way.
Up and good. Here's a quick look at the drive summary. Kicks it off. Fielded at the 4. And he's drilled. What a hit. Once again, we'll take this opportunity to remind you that this game is brought to you by the fine folks at EA Sports. Benson lines up as the single back. Chicago sends a man in motion. Drops back on 1st down. Throws while on the run. He's hit hard on the play. That catch will keep the drive alive here in the 4th quarter.
And now this defense is really under pressure. A fresh set of downs, in control of the clock. The offense is in a perfect position here.
Back to throw. Short throw to the left. Tackled at the 49-yard line. Pretty nice throw on that play.
And a pretty good catch on the other end, too. That's one of those plays that's quickly becoming one of the staples in this offensive passing attack.
Looking to throw. Looks left. Throws. He's tackled at the 38. You can tell these guys practice that play quite a bit.
Yeah, I can remember hearing stories about old-time players in the NFL that literally they could go out in the pitch black and make throws and catches without really even seeing the ball. That's the kind of timing we're seeing today.
Brought down behind the line. Second down, 11 yards for a first. Ball on the 39-yard line. Grossman back to pass. He's been perfect on this drive. What can they do to stop the bleeding here, Chris? They've brought him down 4 times now.
This defense has been getting consistent pressure throughout. Right now, they're just beating them to the punch. They're a little quicker off the ball, a little stronger at the point of impact.
Fires deep, right side. It's broken up, and the pass was knocked away at the last minute.
Well, at the end of the game, you go back and you basically say what happened on third down, and you have a pretty good indication of how that game came out. Good play by the defense.
Punts it. Down in the end zone for a touchback. Not a lot of time left as they'll take over with just under 30 seconds remaining.
I know what I'd do in this situation. I am still firing. I'm taking my shots down the field. Who knows? You might get lucky, make a play, maybe a pass interference. If you just sit on the ball here, though, and go to overtime, you may never see it again.
Throws it short. And they get him at the 29-yard line. So they pick up quite a few yards on that play.
Yeah, really a nice route that time. One of the keys to playing wide receiver is the ability to not only get into cuts, but to get out of the cuts. That time, very explosive coming out of that cut, and it made the difference.
And it's batted away at the last minute by the defender.
Just when it looked like the quarterback might sneak that one in there, a late pass defense and a good play.
They'll throw for the first. With the throw, there for the reception. Tackled around the 44-yard line. Good yardage that time on the pass.
And that was a little hum baby coming out of there from the quarterback. We've all heard about how strong his arm is, and we saw it there.
Knocked out of bounds at the 47-yard line. Nothing wrong with that pass. It goes for a good game.
You know, and when you talk to some of these receivers, they say the real strength of this quarterback is that he throws a very, very catchable ball.
He fakes it, looking for an open man. With the catch. He's tackled around the 33-yard line. A good amount of yards that time on the pass.
And running backs who are good receivers are pretty rare. You know, a lot of times those guys, they come out and they're good running the football, but they don't make the kind of plays in the passing game. This guy can clearly do both.
And that was not an easy kick, Chris.
Yeah, it looked like a little adrenaline kicked in on that one, didn't it? Maybe even surprised him how far he hit that one.
Not a bad kick. Gathered at the 6. Drilled at the 38. And there's the whistle. Our final score is the Jaguars 33, the Bears 30.